So,
So, good morning everyone. Good morning, ma'am. So, today we're going to discuss about the Module 8, the post-colonial criticism. But before that, let's find out first the learning objectives. Can you please read?
Define and explain core post-colonial concepts, including subaltern, hybridity, diaspora, and decolonization. Identify the principal works and critical contributions of key thinkers, Said, Spivak, Baba, and Fanon. Analyze the literary text using the post-colonial framework to interpret the needs of colonization and the lasting effects of imperialism.
So, thank you. But before we delve into our main topic, let's have motivational activity. So, our motivational activity is official or oops. All you have to do is to shout official or oops to the statement that I'll be presenting. So, please read. In Mickey Mouse, the original name suggested for this iconic mouse character was Mortimer Mouse. Official or oops? What do you think? Official siya. Like, ang suggested na name ba gadget is Mortimer. Mortimer Mouse? Official or oops?
oops. Mickey man.
So, the answer is official. Pero, si Walt Disney, ang kanya wife, suggest George, convince si Jan na i-change si Jan into Mickey kay para mas friendly vibes gani punta to sa Mortimer. Di ba lang yung mga tingod, Mortimer ay Mouse. So, ngayon siya o Mickey karon. Next, sa Scooby-Doo. Scooby-Doo's full name as stated on his collar tag is Scooby-Doo. Official or oops? Oops. Yeah! Nasa sa kuan sa kanang collar ni Scooby-Doo. Next is Tom and Jerry. What is your answer?
Oops.
Yes. So, di ba ang kanang main goal gadget ni
Friendship naman.
ito ay reject. Si Pagawson naman si kuan si Jerry. Next is a Doraemon. Doraemon's ability to fly is actually granted by the device he pulls from his pocket called the bamboo copter.
Yes.
Official. Yes. It is takeover or bamboo copter. Next, Cinderella. Disney Prince Charming has a royal title and his name as revealed in the sequel is Prince Henry. Official or
Oops. Oops.
Oops, kaya wala ka dyan ginastate ang dyan English. Di ba nga, Prince Charming na, di ba? Anong tawag na sa mga Disney. Next is another Cinderella. One of his stoic stepsister in the Disney film.
Official.
Sila. SpongeBob. Official or oops?
Starfish, di ba si Jan?
Yes. Sa Pokemon, wala class na ba? Pikachu ba ang pinakauna?
Di. Dili man. Actually, ang pinaka-like mga 60, ika-60 na bagal si Pokemon at Pikachu gibuild sa creator dyan. So now we are already done with our motivational activity. So now, let's go back to our main topic, which is the post-colonial criticism. So when we say post-colonial criticism, it examines the lasting political, cultural, and economic effects of colonialism and imperialism. So when we say imperialism, it talks about the extended power of those in rules. Next is it analyzes the relationship between the colonizer and the colonized. And also, post-colonial criticism focuses on the cultural legacy of colonial rules, including effects on language and identity. And also, it also reveals how colonial
independence. So, when we say post-colonialism, it talks about the social and cultural approach in the analysis of literature. So, mga daan pa rin siya ng mga kuanay. It talks about the colonizer or the decolonized time. So post-colonialism as a historical period and academic discipline spans primarily at 20th and 21st century. So, nag-exist siya specifically sa 1940s to 1970s ang atong during sa decolonization. Next, but in the formal academic field, the post-colonial theory primarily starts at 1980s to 1990s and then it continues to draft to the 21st century. Next is, now my part is all about the K-thinkers. So our first K-thinker is Mr. Edward Said, 1935 to 2003. So he is the founder of post-colonial studies and critic of Western representational of the West. So his main focus is the relationship between the power and knowledge. I talk about the discourse. And then his key concepts are Orientalism, which will be discussed by Ms. Dela and Shine, also the others. So this key concept is coined by Mr. Edward Said. So later you will know this further. Next is Gayatri Chakraborty Escrivá, 1942. She is still alive until now. He is active as a feminist critic and also a professor in 50 countries. Active gapon siya until now. So he is a theorist who focuses on the marginalized and incorporate Marxist and feminist critics. So his key concept is one of his famous essays asks about can the subalterns speak. So it talks about when we say subalterns, it is the marginalized group. So it is one of her famous essays. So next is, since she critiques about the feminist, so she also have many books or essays about it talks about the feminist mga genre, like the best example is the 3 woman steps in critics of imperialism, since she talks about the marginalized groups or specifically sa mga women with na siya mga kina-work on. Next is Homi K. Baba, 1949. He is still alive until now. So he explored the complexities and ambivalence of cultural interaction in colonial context. So also his key concept is the hybridity and mimicry, which will be discussed again by Ms. Rogelie de la Hecha later. So she will delve into that key concept. So Homi Baba focuses on the complexity and ambivalence. When we say ambivalence, it is the mixed feelings of during post-colonial criticism. Next is, the last one is Franz Fanon, 1925 to 1961. So he's a psychiatrist and revolutionary who analyzes the psychological effects of colonial oppression. So his famous works is Black Skin, White Skin. So pag mag-search mo, kabalo mo na kani ang unang gawas, Black Skin, White Skin. Let's talk about the trauma of during the post-colonial na mga time. So it talks about colonized black people, di ba, during that time kay everyone skin na ginag-colonized people. So nasa yung mga libro na ginahimo. So also Wretched of the Earth, 1961. So it argues that colonialism is a system of violence that requires a liberating counter-conflict. So si Franz ay like if you're going to delve into Asia, like his main focus is the psychological trauma during the colonialism. So ang medyo dumduman kang Franz Fanon. And then lastly, in summary, Said examines the political and cultural discourse. Like I said earlier, he talks about the power and knowledge ang kaning discourse. And then si Speva, he She focuses on the silencing, which is the marginalized group. And then next is Baba. He explored the ambivalent, which is the mixed feeling and the hybrid nature of cultural encounter. Lastly, Panon. He analyzes the psychological impact, which is the psychological trauma during the